I'm Jim Healy at Rooted in Love. A number of years ago, I was having a conversation with one of our local Joliet Franciscan sisters, and I was complaining about one of our friends who I thought was too focused on etiquette. Well, I expected Sister Rosemary to agree with me that our friend was being petty, but instead she very sweetly but decidedly reminded me that courtesy was a big thing for St. Francis. In fact, she said courtesy is where charity begins. It's how we start changing the stranger into a guest. Well, what she said hit me right between the eyes, and I've been thinking more about it lately in terms of COVID and also the challenges in America of ongoing race relations. Okay? Now, my wife's immune system is compromised, challenged, so we've been wearing these masks even more than a lot of people. And masks introduce a little ambiguity into the situation, don't they? Okay, you're never sure quite how friendly that person is. Can't see whether they're smiling or not. And so I've tried to give out a friendly greeting whenever I pass people, just to make my intentions clear, and I think they appreciate it. And it strikes me that isn't that what courtesy ends up being? Giving clear signals of respect and goodwill in ambiguous situations. And really, isn't every situation at least a little ambiguous? We never know quite how we're going to be dealt with. And so courtesy reassures us. Well, that's great, but let's take it back to my house where there's also some ambiguity and where I'm also not so sure that I'm always clear on the signals I'm giving. I'm very capable of getting self-absorbed or focusing on something else so that I can ignore my wife in a way that I would never ignore a stranger in the room. If it were a stranger, I would offer at least decent politeness. I'd ask them how their family's doing. Can I get them anything? What's coming up for them on the weekend? Okay? I do that for a stranger. So if I've been inattentive to Madonna, sometimes I'll ask myself, how would I treat her right now if she were a stranger? And I'm embarrassed to say that frequently it would be an improvement. But at least it gets me back on the right track, asking that question. Back on the track of showing more respect and appreciation. So, the next time you're at odds with your spouse a little bit, you could try that trick. Okay? Ask, how would I treat this person if they were a stranger? How would I set them at ease and show them I appreciate them and respect them? Because it turns out that courtesy is the key to welcoming every guest, including the one that we want to have stay forever. Well, can I politely ask you to consider hitting that subscribe button so that you and I could stay at a respectful level of social connection? Thank you.